Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? JayBari here, and we are back. Yes, man, 2024 is here. 2024 is here. Just wanted to wish you guys a happy new year. Hopefully, everything is great. I wish nothing but the best for everyone in 2024. And yeah, this year, new year, it's going to bring a lot of new stuff when it comes to the channel. You know what I mean? So hopefully everybody had a wonderful New Year's. You know what I mean? You drank right, you eat right. You know what I mean? Whoever you kissed up in there, put a little mistletoe. You know what I mean? Do your thing. But yeah, I'm wishing the best for everybody in 2024. So happy New Year once again. And yeah, let's kick out this year. Let's kick off this year with the first video, which is going to be a good one in my opinion, because we're going to be updating you guys on a few things when it comes to this channel. But before we get into that stuff, I want to let you guys know, when it comes to What's Up PlayStation podcast and What's Up PlayStation, we will be back, this Saturday, January 6th, where, yeah, me and Persona are going to be back Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern time, where we got a lot to talk about, especially, the end of the year in 2023. In the world of PlayStation, there's a lot of news that we have to tackle. We just decided we want to take a break in December, cool down, chill, get that energy back. Now we in 2024, and it's going to be a good one, man. But we did produce some content in 2023 in December. So we do appreciate everyone that came and checked out our live stream for the Game Awards. If you guys missed that, definitely go and check it out. But we also did our What's Up PlayStation, aka Whoops Reviews episode 2, where we reviewed the Pulse Explorer earbuds and the PlayStation Portal remote player. So yeah, if you guys missed that out, definitely go and check that out. We put the timestamps in the description right here, so you guys can skip to wherever you want to skip to. But yeah, we appreciate all the support we get for What's Up PlayStation podcast. Thank you guys for all the love in 2023, and we're looking, to do some bigger things in 2024. So if you guys are new, if you guys have been watching, lurking, definitely subscribe. It definitely helps us out. Hit that like button. It helps us out because we definitely want to grow and get more industry people on the show. Also, the people within the community, we want to get y'all on the show as well. But like I said, in this video, we're going to be talking about, that's a quick update. Back in 2023 in July, or not even July, I told people that, in July, I told people I was taking a break from doing like live streams consistently, this podcast, because honestly, I'm a gaming channel. So I wanted to showcase gaming more like how I did when I started out the channel, just having gameplay on top of my thoughts, or just gameplay. Not saying that I was tired of doing, podcasting or whatnot, but it just took over the channel. You know what I mean? Where a lot of people came to the channel just to watch the podcast stuff, the live streams, the We Gonna Talk, the Speak from the Heart and whatnot, and all the gameplay stuff was being ignored. But for like 6 months, that's been consistently uploading gameplay, uploading my thoughts. I brought the PlayStation newsroom just for that little, opinion pieces and whatnot. But in 2024, I did say, last year in 2024, I did say that I'm going to be starting the JayBari Show back up. The JayBari Show is a show that I started around 2017 when the Council podcast went away. And yeah, that was just like my show to continue to talk about stuff that's going on in PlayStation, stuff that's going on in the community. And I used to do that, every Thursday, from 2017 to like 2018 or something like that. And within that show, stuff like, Speak from the Heart was derived, from that show. And, I made Speak from the Heart like its own thing, with that show. But yeah, the JayBari Show, a lot of the creativity stuff from me came from that show, with the skits and all that stuff, all the comedy sketches, all the characters that I've created came from that show. I mean, I remember writing down all these stuff I work and like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to perform that. Or I'm going to do this. I'm going to have this phrase here. And, from the JayBari Show, and it was fun. I definitely missed doing that show, because it was definitely a much more structured style show. But I had those little moments where I had to go off, what I mean, where speak from the heart, like I said, derived from there. So this year we're bringing that back, the JayBari Show. I do want to start it around the beginning of like February. There's a few things that I want to work on, like as far as like artwork. I kind of want to change the overlay up a little bit. But we'll see. Depends on how I feel, because I definitely want to get that thing rolling, get it flowing. And then, as we, get the show rolling, the upgrades as far as like certain artworks and certain like overlays will be updated by that time. But yeah, probably around early February, I will have that show ready to go. And we're going to rebrand it, like I said. So it's going to be episode number 1. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'm going to try to go for, once a week. And I haven't picked a day yet. Probably it's most likely probably going to be like Wednesday. Cause Thursday usually was like my podcast days. Because Thursdays was always like my secondary cleaning day throughout the week, where I just chill, relax. And that's where the council podcast was on the Thursday, because that was like the chill day. But yeah, I'm looking towards probably like either the Wednesday. If it's Thursday, we'll see. But I'm leaning towards Wednesday. I'm more comfortable doing it on a Wednesday, after work or whatnot. So like I said, I'm leaning towards, a weekly podcast. If there's no like real gaming news or things that intrigue me to talk about, then I'll let you guys know, like, okay, we're going to postpone the next show to the next week or whatnot. So I'll definitely be more transparent and communicating with everybody as far as like how the show is going to be or whatnot. But looking forward to bringing that show back, man, and having some fun back into the YouTube streets when it comes to PlayStation and this gaming in general. So hopefully you guys can support that as well. I do appreciate all the support throughout my time, not doing any podcasts or whatnot, um, on my channel. So like I said, the last live stream I did for a month, this is back in July. I mean, this is back in July, or it was like what, late August? Yeah, because Evo recap, so yeah, it was August. I mean, this is where I was updating everybody and letting people know. As you can see, the tournament, it's the last Speak from the Heart right here. The last We Gonna Talk right here. And all I've been doing pretty much is just been uploading, gaming videos, gameplay. Like I said, I brought the PlayStation newsroom, what I mean, just to talk about the news of PlayStation. I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, a lot of people seem like they like that stuff, but a lot of people probably don't know I'm doing, these type of shows or gameplay, because like I said, a lot of people is tuning in to this stuff here, the live streams or whatnot. And I'm a very small channel, so I don't expect to have like the same type of viewership like I do for the live streams, but hopefully, more people tune into that stuff and check that stuff out, because yeah, this is more so my passion here when it comes to YouTube. I mean, I always said, like, when I started YouTube was going to be like an archive for me. I mean, where it archives all of my gameplay. As you can see, this is the when I first started up PS Now, tips for the console wars, showcasing gameplay, looking bloated. It's always something I was showcasing gameplay, COD, what I mean, doing my console war stuff here. But it was a lot of gameplay being showcased as I was talking about specific, topics or whatnot. And yeah, like I said, I do enjoy doing the podcast. I do enjoy going live. Um, but I did miss doing like videos like this, what I mean? And I, brought the waiting room with Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, with Miles, with Spider-Man 2, the waiting room for that. And I'm going to be bringing more waiting room series, videos as well. So we're going to be doing Grand Blue as well. So that should be starting by next week. I'll be having Grand Blue like story mode episodes going out there to get ready for Grand Blue fantasy relink. And we're going to be doing that much more throughout the year in 2024, showcasing more gameplay. More live streams is definitely going to come as well. But like I said, I got to update my internet, get that fiber optic stuff so I can be more, consistent, more frequent when it comes to live streaming because I do miss that stuff, especially like doing the tournaments and doing like, fighting game streams or whatnot. It's been a long time since I've done those things or even bringing back something like COD Sundays. We'll definitely see. It's been a long time. It's been almost like, I want to say a year and a half, almost 2 years since I did a COD Sunday. You know what I mean? So I definitely miss doing COD Sundays. COD Sundays is something that I've been doing since PS3. You know what I mean? PS4, met the council guys, brought the COD Sundays to them. And we've been playing COD Sundays throughout, streaming and just playing on a Sunday. You know what I mean? That's just, have that barbershop talk, hanging with the fellas, hanging with the crew, and that's chatting up about, life, entertainment, whatever it is. So I definitely want to bring that back as well. But I haven't bought COD, haven't been feeling COD, but hopefully with Treyarch game, that is good. But I know that's like late into 2024. So we'll see how I feel. Maybe another multiplayer game, will take that place for, like a Sunday stream or whatnot. But yeah, lots to come in 2024. Hopefully you guys are ready. Because I'm ready. Hopefully you guys are ready. Because it's gonna get crazy, man. It's gonna get crazy. But I can't just leave you guys on just an update as far as what's gonna be coming to the channel or whatnot. A part of the JayBari Show is a segment I've been doing in Speak from the Heart or even We Gonna Talk, where I call out bad gaming takes. And we'll be bringing that to the JayBari Show. It's going to be more refined. It's going to be more profound. And yeah, we got some bad gaming takes that we got to talk about here. And this one is starring my boy KidSmoove. KidSmoove. You know what I mean? Right before the New Year's too. Right before the New Year's, KidSmoove posted a classic dumbass tweet. So let's go and read it. Let's break it down. Let's talk about it. Because KidSmoove out here wilding. So he said, this will sound salty of me, but here it is. When somebody, start off a sentence like this gonna sound salty or this gonna sound crazy, they're gonna say something crazy. He knew it. You know what I mean? Everybody that looking at his phone knew it. As soon as that tweet went out, and whoever got a notification that he made a tweet knew it. That you definitely was going to sound crazy, or yeah, you do sound salty. The PlayStation 5 is outselling the Xbox Series X and S 3-1 for absolutely no reason. No reason? To who? Horrible game to take, man. Horrible games. Let's continue. They had one game this year. Incorrect. False. People say PlayStation is better due to games, but that's not true. Even when PlayStation doesn't have games, the Xbox does. People still buy PlayStation. Yeah, Smooth, you definitely sound salty in that one. You know what I mean? PlayStation's always going to have games. This whole notion that people saying PlayStation only had one game this year is complete utter bullshit. You know what I mean? They had one major game, of course. Well, that's not even true because they had Horizon expansion that came out as well with Burning Shores. That's a major game. You know what I mean? You also have VR that launch. There's so much other incentives for people to go out and buy a PlayStation product over Xbox because you get more experiences there. You get different type of experiences. You can play on the base PlayStation. You can have VR. You have the Portal. You have the DualSense. You know what I mean? There's so much other experiences that you can have on the PlayStation side of things. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's not just buying a PlayStation just for first party games. You're buying a PlayStation for the collectivity of all the games. Or collectivity. Is that a word? Collectivity? The collective. The full collective. You know what I mean? You had great games that came out for VR. As much as people want to shit on VR, VR is definitely a seller over the Xbox, to get a PlayStation, where you can play stuff like Horizon. You can play stuff like Resident Evil. You can play stuff RE4. Synapse, so many great games, Ghostbusters, so many great games that you can play on top of having a PlayStation 4. I mean 5. Then you have Spider-Man. Spider-Man is one of the biggest games to come out in a year. You know what I mean? There's probably only one other single player game that's bigger than Spider-Man. That was Tears of the Kingdom. Baldur's Gate will put that up there as well, but it didn't track the MPD, so I don't know. I know Baldur's Gate was a big game, but that's also like a multiplayer game. But yeah, when it comes to and Hogwarts, it's Hogwarts, Spider-Man, Tears of the Kingdom, Spider-Man. Those are like the 3 biggest games when it comes to single player games. You know what I mean? And 2 of them you can play on PlayStation. So if anybody's excited for, Hogwarts or even Jedi Survivor or whatever other third party game, Final Fantasy 16, and then you have Spider-Man on top of that. Yeah. So PlayStation having one game in a year is a complete utter bullshit because, yeah, first party, they didn't have a lot of stuff for first party. You know what I mean? What depending on how you look at it. Like I said, there's some VR stuff there. You know what I mean? And there's also expansions that was there. But they also had a lot of third party, second party exclusive games on the PlayStation side of things. You know what I mean? So it's not just one game this year why people was not just buying a PlayStation for Spider-Man. And even that's the case, people was more interested in Spider-Man because once again, you can play Spider-Man on top of the other games. Spider-Man is a big incentive for them to get a PlayStation because you can't play anywhere else right now. You know what I mean? And then there's another factor that people forget, that it's not just this year why people are going to go out and buy a PlayStation 5. You have 2022 list of games, 2021 list of games, 2020 list of games. This is why you keep seeing games like Spider-Man Miles Morales keep tracking every goddamn MPD, because as people buy the PlayStation 5, they're buying it to play the Spider-Man games, the Miles Morales games. You know what I mean? You have the Ratchet and Clank, you have the Returnals, you have the Horizon Forbidden West, the Gran Turismo 7s. So much. The Last of Us Part 1 remasters, Demon Souls, so much stuff. Obviously, there's going to be others that's way more popular, but you have those options when you buy into the console. And those options are more attractive to gamers than on Xbox. And the numbers don't lie. You know what I mean? So you bringing up, I'm going to sound salty. Yeah, because the things that you're saying, yeah, you do sound salty. Xbox need to get their shit together or have that same type of attractiveness for their games so people can buy their shit. The things that Xbox have implemented, the things that Xbox have in place, they set up where buying a console isn't that important. So I keep seeing, Xbox fans saying that sales don't matter. But deep down, it does, because you wouldn't be putting out tweets like this. You care about these sales. 3-1, that shit hurts you. That just hurts you. And then you see the Portal selling out. You see the DualSense Edge selling. You see the VR selling. That junk hurting. We don't care about sales. Lying to the people. He said it's the Apple effect. PlayStation is just more popular. It can be more expensive, and they don't even have to release a single first-party game in 2024, and it will still outsell Xbox. PlayStation 5 customers don't care about price, games, or exclusive. It's just a brand. No. It's the games, the exclusives is what build the brand. I don't even know what you're talking about with price, because the PlayStation 5 is cheaper than Xbox, so it's the same price as Xbox. You know what I mean? With the main Series X, you got the Series S that was $300. Then you have the PlayStation 5 that's $400, but then you have the Series X that's $500, and the PS5 is $500. Now I think it might be a little bit more expensive because of the slim version. I think that's like $550 or something like that now. But yeah, the price is warranted, in my opinion, because you have a great console. Everything that PlayStation has promoted before the console came out, they are actually doing the DualSense implementation. They're doing with their games. You know, when they talk about ray tracing or they talk about the spatial audio with the 3D audio, they're doing in their games. You know what I mean? The Xbox games ain't doing what they're saying. The Xbox was the people out here talking about 4K 60 native ray tracing, hardware accelerated ray tracing, and not even with the first party games y'all doing that. Huh? 60 frames. You're not even getting that with your two big exclusives, Redfall and Starfield. The stuff that PlayStation has promoted to deliver. Look at Spider-Man. Spider-Man came out. You have all the modes that you could choose from, ray tracing enabled. Huh? DualSense implementation enabled. That's the stuff that helps build the brand. You know what I mean? The stuff that don't help Xbox build a brand is that they coming out and saying certain taglines and certain things to sell you up on the console. You know what I mean? Like ray tracing. You know what I mean? 60 frames a second. It's gonna be the bee's knees. This is gonna be the default. And they're not delivering on it. So how are you gonna get mad at PlayStation when they're actually delivering on the stuff that they're promoting? You must be sick in the head saying some shit like that. Apple effect. Apple had built their brand on being good with customer service, good with the products actually working, simplifying, you know, features and stuff like that. Yeah, they might take their time to get to there, but you know, it's a much more streamlined, simplified experience over there on Apple, especially if you stay in the ecosystem. That's on PlayStation. Yeah, they have that. You know what I mean? VR, Portal, earbuds, headsets. Stay in that ecosystem of the PlayStation brand, and it just works well. Everything is a sync, and that helps build the brand. But you can't say about it's just a brand. Meanwhile, you have 5 generations of games that they have delivered to help build a brand. It's not just the brand. You know what I mean? That's PlayStation. There's things that they have done to build the brand of PlayStation. And that's what you're ignoring. So that's what makes you do sound salty and jealous and you hate it. You know what I mean? Reading this tweet, I was like, it's a typical KidSmoove tweet, but I'm just like, yeah, you sound salty as hell. You sound mad. The things you say that you guys claim that you don't care about, that's the last tweet you made out in 2023 and before the new year. Sales. Huh? Every time you talk about sales with an Xbox dude, they're like, oh, Xbox doesn't care about hardware sales. Xbox doesn't care if they sell their console. They want to push the cloud. Okay, then. So why are you complaining about 3-1? If you know it, the consumers is knowing it. The consumers is picking up on it. It's not about the console. That's why they're not selling. That's why you can't win an NPD. They're not trying to sell you the console. They're not incentivizing the console like Nintendo and like PlayStation. And if you know that, because that's your argument every goddamn time, why the hell you tweeting that on December 31st before the new year? Horrible, horrible gaming take. Ignoring the games that came out this whole generation. You think somebody's going to buy a PlayStation 5 just for what they came out with this year? Horrible gaming take, man. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section below, man. But I ain't gonna make this video too long. Hopefully you guys do enjoy. If you did, hit the like button. You know what I mean? Once again, Happy New Year. Welcome into 2024. It's gonna be a great one, man. Hopefully you guys stick around. Enjoy the ride. Because I'm gonna take you for a ride. And if you're new, subscribe. And yeah, I'll holler at you guys later. Oh, another thing too. Just want to let you guys know that I did re-enable the Soldier First Class membership. You know, a lot of people don't know that I've done this. Shout out to the people that have joined the membership. I will have a special treat for you guys as well, because it's about 6 of y'all that have done it. I didn't make any public announcement, didn't make any stuff, and you guys that's joined up. So I will be having something special for you guys. I wrote down all the names or whatnot. But yeah, I had this up for a while when it comes to the memberships. And you know, a few people know about it. A few people know about it. So yeah, see right here. There's another one too I had up. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do have the soldier first class membership up. It's back up here. And if you guys do want to rejoin, you can. If you don't, it's cool. You don't have to rejoin, but I do have it up there for the people. So we're going to be bringing back the giveaways, you know, every 6 months or whatnot. And I will have some special stuff for the members as well when it comes to content creation. You know what I mean? So definitely stay tuned, stay locked in, and hopefully you guys, you know, enjoy your stay here on the channel, man. But I'm gonna holler at you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your night. It's your boy JayBari, and I'm gone. Deuces.